An imperial summon was issued, and the strongest fighters of Valhalla gathered in the capital. But this meeting didn't feel normal at all. There was tension in the air, and everyone knew the reason behind it. Roman Dimitri, Alvarez, the rank 2 fighter of Valhalla, looked around in frustration. To him, this wasn't the same Valhalla anymore. One by one, their strongest warriors had fallen. Morales was gone, then Barbossa, and even Roderick couldn't survive. And on top of that, Ares, who was rank 3, had chosen to follow Roman Dimitri and left Valhalla behind. For them, this situation was completely unacceptable. Just then, the doors slowly opened, and Ares himself walked in. He looked completely calm, as if nothing had changed. He casually greeted everyone, which only made the situation more tense. Alvarez immediately got irritated. He couldn't understand how someone they considered a traitor could walk in here with so much confidence. But Ares didn't see himself as a traitor. As far as he was concerned, he was still rank 3 of Valhalla, and without wasting any time, he directly challenged Alvarez to a deciding duel. The entire room went silent. A deciding duel wasn't just a normal fight. It was a sacred tradition among the top-ranked fighters. Some of the members tried to interfere, especially those ranked below Ares, but he made it very clear that no one below his rank had the right to step in. This wasn't something they could interrupt. After a brief moment of silence, Alvarez accepted the challenge. The scene then shifted to the Valhalla temple, where the duel was about to begin. As both fighters stood facing each other, Alvarez spoke confidently. He reminded Ares that history always repeats itself and that Ares had already lost to him multiple times before. But instead of reacting, Ares simply smiled, as if none of that mattered anymore. The duel finally began, and in the very next moment both of them rushed forward. Their swords clashed again and again, creating powerful shockwaves. The intensity of their exchange left the spectators stunned. Even though Ares was holding his ground, most of them still believed that Alvarez had the upper hand. Alvarez admitted that Ares had improved a lot, and his swordsmanship was impressive. But according to him, the difference in their aura was something that could never be overcome. To prove his point, he launched a powerful attack. For a moment it looked like his sword had pierced through Ares, but it turned out to be just an afterimage. Ares had already moved. Seeing this, Alvarez realized that he could no longer hold back. He decided to end the fight with one final attack. His aura suddenly exploded, filling the entire area with overwhelming pressure. The spectators were forced to step back because of the sheer intensity. Then, Alvarez used his secret technique, explosion smash. The attack landed perfectly, and for a moment, he was sure that he had won. But the next second, something unexpected happened. From within the smoke, Ares walked out, completely unharmed. Before anyone could even react, Ares counterattacked instantly. His strike was fast and precise, and it was fatal. Alvarez's swords fell to the ground, and in the very next moment, even his arm was severed. Blood spread across the battlefield, and shock filled the faces of everyone watching. That's when the truth was revealed. Ares had reached an entirely new level. He had become a 6-star swordsman. From the very beginning of the fight, he had been holding back his true power. What followed was pure domination. Ares continued attacking without giving Alvarez any chance to recover. The spectators couldn't believe what they were seeing. The man they thought would win was completely overwhelmed. At the same time, one of the observers finally understood what was really going on. This wasn't just a random fight. This was part of Roman Dimitri's plan. He had already sent his forces to the northern front to separate the Emperor's army, and now he had used Ares to eliminate Alvarez. Everything had been calculated from the start. Realizing this, panic began to spread among them. They understood that if this continued, they would keep getting controlled by Roman's strategies. Left with no other option, they decided to abandon their own principles and take immediate action. An order was given to arrest Ares right then and there, but surprisingly, no one moved. Because deep down, everyone already knew things were no longer under their control, and with that, the balance of power had completely shifted, and this was only the beginning.